Engagement of large attendance of the workforce on the basis of casualization has become worrisome in the Nigerian labor markets. Mr. President, let me re-emphasize that on daily basis, these workers are recruited at the gate and fired at will. In spite of the fact that these workers continue to generate enormous profit for the various establishments they work for, they remain classified as casuals and subjected to deplorable and inhuman working conditions. Apart from the fact that these categories of workers are working under state of uncertainties, casualization also reveals a brutal work growth process similar to slave labor. Mr. President, in banking and insurance industry, for instance, many young graduates, particularly female, are employed as marketers and given unrealistic customer deposit ceiling target running to millions. They are hired and fired at will when such unrealistic targets are not met. The female among them who are desperate in keeping their jobs turn to a harlotry and sex slavery, moving from one office to the other looking for invisible customers who had stores of fun to enable them meet their target. Mr. President, it is high time this evil and devilish act is stopped. Mr. President, let me again remind all the colleagues in this hollow chamber the rigorous paths through many graduates of Nigeria tertiary institution, that many of them spend over 5 to 6 years for a 4-year HND BSc degree program. And after all, the sacrifice put into education for a minimum period of 25 years at the forward of this institution before graduation. Nigerian graduates, when under normal conditions, are to be employed as skilled workers on permanent basis and be breadwinners for their families, are afterwards subjected to casual work on temporary basis without benefit to sustain their standard of living. This bill, Mr. President, when passed into law, we put Nigerian graduates in their rightful place to add value to Nigerian economy in all ramifications. Mr. President, Nigerian graduates employed as casual workers face precarious conditions in the workplace and society today, and are effectively classified as new set of slaves and underclass in Nigeria. Casual workers is often temporary. Casual work is often temporary with uncertain wages, long hours, no job security. It is disheartening that Nigerian graduate workers are under pressure from corporate practices that seek to undercut their hard-fought victories at the bargaining table and replace with good jobs, i.e., jobs with benefit, training, and security, with various forms of insecure and low-paid contract. Short-term and temporary job is said to be addressed by the passage of this bill. Mr. President, structure and outline of the bill. This bill consists of 8 clauses and schedule containing 2 supplemental provisions as follows. Clause 1, this with provision of casualization. Clause 2, this with a confirmation of full employment. Clause 3, this with application. Clause 4, this with offenses. Clause 5, this with penalties. Clause 6, this with regulations. Clause 7, this with interpretation. And Clause 7, this with citation. Schedule 1, agriculture and other seasonal employment. Object to the bill, Mr. President. This bill seeks to 1, prohibit capacity of employment in both private and public sector of the Nigerian economy. 2, protect vulnerable workers against unfair labor practices by way of casualization. C, impose a legal duty on employers of labor, both in public and private sector of the Nigerian economy, to convert sexual employment to permanent status after 3 months of engagement on passage of this bill to law. D, criminalize casualization of employment where it is contrary to the provisions of this bill and punish same accordingly. Vest powers on the minister to make regulation for giving full effect to the provision of this bill. Further justification, punishment of the order. Mr. President, distinguished colleague, prohibiting casualization is necessary to save vulnerable Nigerians from the evil of involuntary servitude. The deplorable conditions under which these workers are subjected to in their workplace leaves much to be desired. More worrisome in the fact that, like on an evil growth, casualization of workers is spreading its tentacles to all sectors of the Nigerian economy. Workers have continued to pay the price. On a daily basis, they are recruited. Their labor maximally utilized and fired at the discretion of the business operators, with no indefeasible and effective legal option available to redress it. Mr. President, the passage of this bill will significantly increase the percentage of taxable adults within the system, thus increase the internal gathering revenue of the government, the federation, and all the state governments where they are resident.
Mr. President, it is just inexplicable to have some of our citizens being captured under this devilish and wicked system of employment. And you see them working for years without any future for them where they have been so employed. I want to commend my colleague for bringing this bill. And I'm not in doubt that all of us will support this bill. It is just inexplicable, especially, Mr. President, in the banking industry in Nigeria, where you see girls who are educated, intelligent, they are perpetually put under casualization, and they push them to the elites for immorality so that they could be made to cover money for them. It is worse in the banking industry, Mr. President. And I want to say, Mr. President, that you will make history along with all of us if we insist that this system is devilish and it must not be allowed to stand any longer in Nigeria. You see young, educated girls who have been pushed into following men just for them to be able to get some money they call deposit by all systems, including some of the men. There are men who are into so many things because they have been under casualization. In the oil industry, it's the same story, Mr. President. These are very rich sector of the country, of the economy. That you cannot tell me why they should have workers for years on casualization, Mr. President. It is simply slavery.